Hey, good evening. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. I am Kurt, and thanks guys for being here tonight. I'm gonna wait for everybody to join and we'll get started. But thanks so much, you guys, for being here tonight. I appreciate everybody jumping in. So tonight, you guys, I got a little variety here going on. All right, so mainly cool paper stuff that I like. I'm sure it's stuff that you guys like too. I got some 85 baseball, 89, 1970, if you guys have ever seen these before. I picked up a stack of these. A friend of mine gave me these 1970 Topps Supers. They're big. And everyone I looked at is totally like beat up. So naturally, I find that cool. What's up, you guys? What's up? Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate everybody. Hey, and thank you guys for the grace. I had to miss last week's live show because we had like terrible thunderstorms. Fortunately, it was like we had the most wonderful summer here in Michigan. Like the weather's been fantastic. It's been great. But we just got a wicked batch of storms last week, and I was like out of power for a couple days. So happy to be back in. But tonight, you guys, let me give you a breakdown of what we're gonna do. You guys see, like, you ever go find boxes of old cards and find these? Like, I love my generation, you know. I love Mark McGuire and Roger Clemens. Like, these guys were like helped make like the WWE of baseball in the 90s, man. And if you guys missed out on 90s baseball, it was sweet, you know. But good to see you guys, and thanks for everybody being here. So we're going to show you how to get this curve out of here tonight. I found a whole set, and they were all, you know, like, I think this set was like 700 cards or something like that. So it's like fills up a whole box, right? The whole top of the card, all the cards had a green mold on them. I had to like wipe the whole edge of the cards off. But, you know, these guys were like the NWO of baseball. So they're sweet dudes. So we're going to get the curve out tonight. Then, you know, I don't think anybody's ever going to get bored of, I know it's like junk era kind of stuff, but I grew up in this era. So like, this is cool to me, but like, I'm going to show you guys how to get stuff out like that. If you've ever had like little indents on paper finishy cards, you don't have to soak that or anything like that. It's going to be too much, but I'm going to show you something in between. We'll do our best to get those out. Then I showed you this one, you guys. This is from 70. So, you know, it's now over 50 years old, and it's got like just, you know, crap on it. So the thing is with this one, you guys, I have like I want to get good at cleaning them up, because look at my other ones. I got the Pete Rose, got the Roberto Clemente, I got Willie, Hank, Reggie. You know, I got like all these cool ones, and I just want to get good at cleaning these up a little bit. You know what I mean? Zombie asked me what are the mats, or I think he's asked me what is this stuff I work on. This stuff right here, dude, this is a toolbox liner, and it's a special type of toolbox liner. It's this company that I like. It's called Queso Man. I get it on Amazon, but it's if you guys use any foams, I use foam for drying cards, holding cards. Like this stuff is key to any card care, but you always want to make sure there's no texture on it. This is super smooth. And I'll show you guys, like, let's jump into it. I'll show you something you can do with the foam, all right? So, like, here's the thing is with these, you guys, like, I know this is a super, I'm not live on YouTube right now, Nate. I want to figure out maybe how to do a simulcast. So, but tonight, I'm going to post this on YouTube. But, so, you're right, Fig Jam. He says semi-soak, right, you know? But there's also a way, because here's something, you guys, that I learned the hard way. You know, when you try to get a card that has this much of a curvature into it, you don't want to push it down, because it'll crease right there. Okay. So you want to get it flat, but you can't force it because it's got too much of a curve, and it's going to crease right on those edges. So like I have found this card before, you guys, like, and this one's pretty good. It's off center, you know what I mean? Like this card in a 10's worth some money, but it's not going to be a 10. But the thing is, we can get it in a, I'm streaming this on my phone, of course. Yep. That's my broadcast system, the old iPhone here. So thank you guys for joining. But the thing is, what I want to show you a quick way to do this. So like, out of this set, you know, these are cool. I like these, but let me show you guys. I got one started before you joined me tonight, okay? So here's what we want them to look like. So this one is really, really nice. It is the Kirby Puckett rookie card. But check this out. So I had to get one started before you guys joined, right? Because this is what we want them to look like, right? And look at this Kirby Puckett rookie. Centering's awesome. And the centering on the back is awesome. And we're going to get this thing flat. So I'm going to show you guys how we get it into this position, because yes, we are going to hold it. The card, we're going to hold it. But I just want to make sure I can show you guys how to get it there in a good spot so it doesn't wrinkle on the way down. You know what I mean? Ooh, that's cool. I like the tech advice. If you have an iPhone, you can dual stream with your computer camera. So, man, I'm going to get a producer one of these days. You know, as a small business, I'm always working here out of my basement through my iPhone. But, you know, it's kind of the charm of this channel. So thank you guys for being a part of it. But let me show you how to do this real quick, okay? So let's get... I'm going to need a little bit of room, so I'm just going to move our other cards of the night away, or at least to there. So what we're going to do first, you guys want to put a plate down, and we're going to get a drying pad. And what I want to do is I just want to get a little bit of moisture on the front of this pad, okay? So I'm just going to use card spray. One spray, you'll hear me do it. I lied, two. I did two. Two little light mists. Do you see a little glisten on there? So then what you're going to want to do is put the card like that. So we got like a taco, right? You don't want to push it down. The reason it's curved like this is because this side is, when this happened, these cards got wet at some point. And then they dried. This side dried harder. So I want to relieve this side. So we're going to get card spray. And we're just going to do this, okay? Just a little mist. Okay, so watch this. That card is just, we're just going to get it to lay down gently and lay down flat. And while we're doing that, look at, see, now we're nice and flat. And while we're doing that, we're just going to hit this side right here with a little two mists. We already got it flat, right? Now we're not going to hurt it by putting that card like that. And what we'll do is we'll triple stack this up. Let's bring in our Kirby Puckett. And we're going to do that again with the Mark McGuire too, you guys. So hang tight. Let's just make use of our... we'll just put this one there. And I'm glad you guys enjoy that. You know, I've worked on cards for a long time, and I'm happy to share all these things I know with you guys. So thanks for watching. So we'll stack that. And then let's see if I can do my clips. If I can do a triple row. Yeah, we can. I think so, at least. So we'll do another one right there. Let's put a third mat right here. Let's do a little mist. We're going to take a super bent wonky McGuire. Let's put McGuire right there. A little card spray. And while that's settling in, we're going to watch these edges lay down so the card goes nice and flat. We won't stress it or ruin any of the paint. We'll naturally let it lay down. And in the meantime, we'll get two mists right there. Let's wait for that corner to hit the table. There we go. Let's cover it up. So there we go, you guys. That's how you do it. That's a double Big Mac right there. All right. So then we're gonna clip it, and we're gonna let these, just that light amount of card spray, you guys, that we just used right there. You know what we just did right there, you guys, will just be enough now. Is going to be enough to get those cards flat, and I'm going to leave it like this for like 24 hours. We did not soak these cards at all. They're just mildly wet. I'm just going to leave it in here. I'm not going to change these mats out or do anything. What I'm going to do is we're just going to put this thing over here. I'll show you where we're going to put it. We're going to go over here with it. Come to this side of my desk where you always have a nice pile of your drying mats over here. And we're going to put this here, and you guys, tomorrow, I'm going to have to follow up with you tomorrow and show you the results. But that's it. We're done. So that's going to be 3 cards now that we're going to be, you know, super wrinkled out, but we're gonna fix them up. All right, so that's how you do that one. And did I explain that one well, you guys? Was that cool? And hey, George, yeah, you can do this with Pokemon, dude, for sure. Not exactly the same way I just showed you, but I would love for you guys to go to my my website. I just redid my website. I'm going to tell you guys about this later too, but I tried to make it really easy. So now, like at the top of the page, if you go to my website, you'll see that I have the breakdown of by card. At the top, you'll see TCG, Vintage, Modern Era. All right. And what you'll do is click on the TCG, you guys, and I have a video of me. So if you don't mind listening to me talk for a minute, it's just literally like 2-minute video. And I talk about what you can do and can't do. And then I highlighted a handful of cool videos for you guys to watch, because I know I have like thousands of these videos, and it sometimes might be a little bit tricky to like jump in or whatever, So go to my website, you guys. If you're brand new or if you're one of my like OG customers, please, I'd love your feedback. Click on the website, kurtzcardcare.com. Click on the top of like the TCG or the paper vintage tab, and then you guys will be able to watch kind of just like I try to lay out what's fixable and what's not. You know what I mean? I really want you guys to see good results, and I also want you to like get all the tools you need and education you need fastly. So check that part out, you guys, if you don't mind. And you guys, thanks for asking me questions. I'll answer as many as I can. All right. The waypoint, the company's called Casoman, Casoman. And I have it linked on my website. It's under products we love. All right. So let me show you guys what I'm seeing here. So this one right here is, it's just a common thing we're going to run into as collectors. And I've been out doing a lot of like, I as much as I enjoy card shows and like gatherings where it's all like collectors, I love going out and just like finding old collections or even stuff that friends give me or something like that. I'll show you guys something cool coming up. I want to thank my buddy Joey for sending me these. We're coming up this week, you guys. I'm going to do a rookie card of John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And I got these in the mail today from a friend, and I just absolutely love them. They're all beat up. They're 64, card 1 and 2. So stay tuned. I got some fun stuff coming up. But for tonight's purpose, you guys, this one right here is going to be a pretty easy move, okay? So we're going to probably spend more time tonight with Mr. Gibson, and then I found this really nice Michael Jordan that is like centered and looks great, but it's got a few issues. So we're going to work on that one tonight too, okay? But all I'm going to do for this, you guys, is whenever you see, kind of similar to what we just did with the 85 Topps cards, I just want to use a little light bit of card spray. Now, sorry guys, I'm going to have to show you the results tomorrow, but some of these are just simple moves like this, but they just take a little bit. So what I want to do is, even though the back of the card doesn't have anything wrong with it, I'm still going to do a light mist on the back pad and a light mist on the front pad, just so I can have an equal amount of light moisture, so it can just equally get lightly wet and equally dry together. And that's how I'll usually get like the best the results out of like getting dents out like that. Because if anybody else has got a better way, I'm all ears, but this way is pretty easy and very simple. All right. So just once again, guys, just simple stuff. We'll just do 1, 2 sprays. That's cool. 1, 2. That's it. I'm getting some of these older cards worked on. And I know these aren't super high value cards, but I'm happy that my sons, Jake and Dean, my boys, are starting to like sports cards. And I'm like, I never wanted to push it on them, but they're getting more into it. And we had a couple of guys at the National gift my boys just like some cards, and it's funny. Like, I've tried gifting my boys cards a million times. They're like, thanks, or no thanks, or whatever. But then a couple other collectors gave my boys some cards, and it totally fired them up. So like, I want you guys to know, as other collectors, man, you never know, when you can inspire somebody. So I appreciate helping you guys out there getting my sons more into it. So I've been telling about King Griffey Jr. and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to get that one out and get a grade on it for one of my boys. But so what I'm going to do right there is just leave this one. Okay, guys? So we're just going to add this to the pile over there, I guess. and I'm gonna show you guys a picture of this tomorrow. All right, so you know what I want to do, you guys, is show you something if it's cool. I'm gonna jump over to my website, and if you don't mind, I'm just gonna show you from the screen here, but I want to show you a couple things that I just put together. So this right here, you guys, please don't mind me as I'm just streaming through my phone here and showing you this, but this is what I was talking about. So I just updated the website. So let's just say, like, right now we're working on vintage cards tonight. So I click on vintage. And then, you guys, what I have here is these are all clickable. So you can click on fixable issues, paper card demos. And then right here I talk about what can and can't be done. And then I laid out just a handful of the top things you can do on vintage. Now then, if you want to, take the blue pill and go down the wormhole, you can do that, on YouTube and stuff like that. But just here on the site, I just kind of have like the most, I don't want to say the most basic, but basically like the stuff that you want to start with, So if you guys don't mind, take a look at it when you have a few minutes. I'd appreciate, as a small businessman, I appreciate your feedback, you guys. And, really I work for you guys. So I just want to make sure that it's a good site and you enjoy looking at it and it's all good. You know what I mean? So let me jump over here, you guys, and now let's move on to the Robert Gibson, good old Bob Gibson. And I'm excited to learn how to work on these because I shared this with you a minute ago, but like my buddy Austin got a box of cards in and he said, hey, this isn't really his stuff. And he said, would you like them? He's like, my buddy Austin owns a card shop here in Clarkston, Black Market. And he's like, they're kind of beat up. It's not really my cup of tea. So thank you, Austin. I appreciate these. They will go into my collection, and let's learn how to like make them look a little bit better. So the first thing that I've noticed on this one, well, it's pretty easy to notice. I mean, it's just got a lot of stuff stuck on the front, and usually stuff like this from the 70s is like a combination of waxes or just surface stuff that you can usually get off, okay? So then I could probably be here all night, you guys, but I might just pick an edge and just work on an edge and just, I want to really try to clean these up because what I'm really wanting to get good at is, if I never told you guys this, I love Willie Mays, and this one looks really good. So I would just like to be able to like fix that edge and fix these up, and I don't know if it'll ever be like nice enough to fix up to like go get a grade on it, but I literally don't even care if it gets a 2 or something, but I like graded cards and it just feels, I just like the protection of it, but I gotta get good at it before I send it in because this looks like it, like somebody chewed through it or something like that. Does anybody have the 411 on these? Like, why the hell were they so thick? And like, was it just it almost feels like a kid's puzzle piece. It's so thick. It's weird. You know what I mean? So anyways, what I want to do is let's clean it up. The first thing I want to try to do is remove, if you guys, and get a good light if you guys don't have good lights. And good lights doesn't mean expensive. It just means, get a good light that has like a wand on it. Like if you guys can see this wand light and this circle light, I use that wand light back to when I worked for my family. Growing up, we had a dealership and a body shop, and to look for dents, you'd have to use a diffused wand light. So you'd roll it across the surface. So I'm not looking at the player, I'm literally looking at the light. So I'll watch the light, and I'll see crap there in the middle, crap by my thumb. So just look at stuff that way, you guys, if that's cool, if that makes sense. And that way you won't miss anything. Because, when something is like this, it's usually doable and easier to clean up. Don't miss anything. Get it all good. Like look over by his arm too. So watch the light. Don't look at his arm. Watch the light. So that's what I want to try to get off. So let's do that. Let me switch this around here. And don't go away, you guys. I'm saving the MJ for last. All right. It's a super good example, and I just think it looks great. And I wanted to do it with you guys tonight. Yeah, they did. I guess, Crazy Treasure Road just looks like they had had access to a lot of cheap paper stock. Yeah, it does. It because it's not like great quality stock. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like But this came out of the same collection as the ones I showed you earlier, so I think everything got wet, you know? I think everything got wet at some point. But it's okay if it got wet at some point. Usually the best way to like remedy something is usually what did it to it. So if like moisture damages a card, usually moisture will fix a card, if that makes sense. You can, yeah, it's dirty. See that. Most vintage surfaces, you guys can take a decent like cleaning like this. It's not like they're not like confetti and are gonna fall apart or something like that. But just be careful. Like I'm looking down right now and I'm getting I'm getting junk off it, but I can still see that it's like, I think I might have to use card polish. Card spray, you guys, is fantastic at all the stuff we did tonight so far. And it's awesome at getting a lot of crap off cards. They just have different powers, and I think I got to switch over because this has a glossy finish. And I can see it's clean in the not dirty, like that's got a nice gloss. It was dirty up there. But this crap is like, looks like maybe some sort of wax or some residue. So let's get that off with the card polish. Let me take a look here, you guys, and I'm just looking up at the, hey, Jason, what's up, buddy? Good to see you guys. Everybody, thanks for joining tonight, man. If you guys have never watched this show before, I'm Kurt, and my company's Kurt's Card Care, so thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we do this every Wednesday night, unless I'm out of power due to thunderstorms. That was last week, so all good this week, so thank you guys for being here. So let's go after... I want you guys to be able to see kind of like a noticeable difference. So let's clean up his like pants and arm. And hopefully this will do it. So what I'm going to do, Slabbing Rookies asked, do you use the card polish first and the cleaning spray? I'm going to use the card polish right now because I just did the cleaning. Oh, I know, I did all of it, you guys. Sorry, I got talking. But there's a lot of stuff to do in this card. I'm trying to get this crap off of the midsection of the card. I tried card spray first, and I got a lot of dirt off the card, as you guys can see, like based on that. So that was the dirt on the front of the card, but I couldn't break this crap free, so I'm just going to polish it. And tomorrow, it's like, I know when you guys watch it live, it's kind of like hard to like mentally go back in your head. Look how dirty that is. Yeah, yuck. I think we might have made some progress. So we'll put the dirty crap up here. And then, where's my towel? All right. Is that what it is? I just reading some stats here from my buddy Shell. 70 top super rough, 42 cards test issue. You got 3 cards and a stick of gum. Well, that's what this crap is. It's got to be gum. But good news, you guys. If you collect 70's Top Super, we're getting this stuff off. Well, that worked. Hold on. I don't want to show you yet. I don't want to use this applicator again because it's really dirty, and I don't want to scratch the card because I actually like Bob Gibson quite a bit. If you guys like old vintage cards or vintage players, man, just take a second, even go to their Wikipedias and read some about these dudes. Their lives are remarkable. But I like this card a lot, and it had the most surface crap on it, so I figured let's start here. It looks good, you guys. Check this out. One of my lights turned off. Pardon me. All right, check this out. Ready? Card polish is freaking awesome on vintage surfaces like that. It looks so rich and looks so good. Doesn't look like it's over 50 years old. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. So now you guys, so totally good. Card spray. Here's what the front of this thing looked like though, remember? Like, it was pretty nasty. So start with the card spray to get all the dirt and shit off, because you don't want to be like, as soon as you grab a piece of something gross, you'll start scratching it all over the card. So get the shit off quick, you know what I mean? And then get to the card polish. And yeah, man, that looks awesome. Well, I'm excited to work on these. Now, it's far from good though, you guys. Look at the back. You know, the back is gnarly. I'm gonna have to look on online and look at some of the backs of these a little bit better. But let's just start with something. How about this edge? You guys, can we agree on this one? Let's just do this edge and see if there's anything we can do. So we'd be here all night working on the all of it, but as long as I can make a little bit of a difference, I'll be cool with it. All right, so let's remember that it looks like this. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we got to get a new cotton swab. And then, as you guys can hear me slowly, my gears are turning here. But that's why I like doing this Wednesday night, because like you guys, when I make those videos, I make them like quick and try to get to the point. But this is literally just kind of like my process. I just sit here and kind of look at it and figure it out. You know I got to use card spray, and we'll do that. So what I want to do with our time together here tonight is let's see if we can take out any of that dirt. We'll focus on like that quadrant. And I want to see if we can focus on getting any of that edge looking better. It's pretty gross, but we'll do our best. I'm gonna go a little bit more wet. This card is thick as hell, so I don't think I'm gonna take it go in the wrong direction. So what I want to do first, you guys, is just do a gentle tap like this on the area that I'm gonna be working. Like you can see this big crease going across the bottom too. I just want to see what happens with this. If we can get this dirty, that would be good. And that means it's like we can get some of this dirt off the surface. But I think that's the move, is we're gonna have to go tap it a bunch of times. And if the card is super valuable to you and you just really want it to look much better, you're just gonna have to do probably a lot of sessions like this. But being that it is a thicker cardstock, I also think you could use card spray like this. I would get some on a brush. I know that usually we think these are polished brushes, but they're good for anything. And I'm gonna go down. Oh yeah, I like that. That's better. That's a better move. I like that. It feels like I'm painting. I can handle that. So now I'm going to come in here quickly, kind of pat that up. And then what I would do to get the edge flat, you guys, I would I'm going to put a sleeve over it. And I will do this whole card. I will do the whole card and post my results. I wouldn't just work on a little bit of it. But what I'm going to do next is I would just get this thing, you guys, is, if you're watching this going, what the hell is this? It is just a tool I made that reminds me of a paintbrush or a pencil, but I use it to use the front to gently put edges and corners back in place. So like, exactly like what we're doing here. And I'm not using really any force at all. I'm just making contact with this edge. I'm just gonna, and remember, you guys, always move your card, make it comfortable. I'm right-handed when it comes to this, so I just want to make sure that it's comfortable for me. But I do think that would be the move, how to clean this card. Come on, focus. Am I not getting good light? Come on. I know it's kind of, for whatever reason, you guys, I'm not getting a good focus here. Okay, there we go. So remember how this whole edge was like a mountain? Still dirty, I get it. But it was like, that's it. That's going to work. See how we got this nice edge now right there compared to like that type of edge. That's what I want to show you. We'll just do that one last part, you guys, on this one. Then I want to get to the Michael Jordan, all right? So hang with me. We got a few more to do tonight. But thanks for letting me do the old top super with you guys. It's not the most common card in the world, but it was cool as hell, and I like the way it looked. So I'm like, well, let's do one. So I just want to get this edged here too. You know, while we have it out tonight, I'll just do the whole thing. Come on, it won't take me that long. And this is just one pass at it. I might have to do this 5 times, you know what I mean? But let's at least just go all the way around the card. Then I'm going to jump in with, let's microfiber it. Now that I just added moisture to it. And you know what, you guys, I don't know if I'm tricking myself, but I think that this is really actually working really well. I didn't expect that work. So this brush is sweet. I don't know if it looks whiter to you guys from at home, but I don't think like soaking this card or anything like that would be a good move because it's so thick. It would take forever to dry. But this working quickly across a surface like this, it looks much whiter to me. So let's do this all over it. Let's just get it dry. And then we're going to go all the way around the perimeter with the tool. Because now the edge, the whole perimeter of this card is going to be nice and soft now. All right. So let's, you know what I want to get? I want to use a bigger penny sleeve. 1 second. This is what I want to use. Let's use a big sleeve so I don't got to keep moving it around. So now, you guys, I'm just going to go around the perimeter of the, pardon me, of the entire card. And I'm just going to do light pressure all the way around. All right, this is actually pretty damn good. Nate, to soak a card, too long of a conversation to have right now, but the basic is a lot of vintage cards, you have to get wet in order to get the dirt out of them or to get the creases out of them. So if you'd like to watch that process, you guys, anybody, if you want to watch all my collection of videos, if you like this stuff, my YouTube page, kurtzcardcare.com on YouTube, click on my tab called playlists, and that will drop down into like vintage or modern or edge videos or corner videos and stuff like that. So it's really helpful. So if you want to watch it, man, feel free to. So then, you know, let me read this. Kat asked a question. Kurt, would you recommend card spray to remove a smudge on the magazine cover? And then I see a good reply that Harrison said, just make sure you don't spray too much since the pages are thin. Maybe, Kat, maybe. If you want to send me a picture when I'm off the air, please do, and I will take a look, all right? I'll take a look for you. It's possible. It just depends on the materials. But let me show you guys something here, all right? So check this out. Still pretty bent up right there. Let's see if I can get some more moisture in there. But I think this is a legitimate way to go at these things. Like, let me show you where we started with, you guys. Like, I'll grab one that was like... So when I picked them up, you know, the back was like kind of like this. You see that top edge? You see that side edge? This is the Hank Aaron. Just pretty gnarly, right? But just doing the card spray on this and the card tool, look at it now. Not beautiful by any means, but way better than where we started, that's for sure. So I think that you guys should be a good a good place for, if you work on one of these thick super cards. But I'm appreciative to my buddy Austin for giving me these, and I'm glad that I was able to work on one tonight. I'm going to continue working on these and hopefully getting a little bit better with them. But there's the front, man. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? You know what? I got that's a good question. I got a question here that says, um, can you, Card Paula says, can you make girls from 7 to 10s? All the girls are 10s. Be good to all the girls out there, boys. But when it comes to, I got another good question too. Dre asks, can you make cards with the greening go back to not being green? Unfortunately not. And I've tried several different processes. You guys, if you see those cards with the greening, it's the thing called ultraviolet degradation, and it's where cards they made them with cheap plastics, and they just broke down over the years, unfortunately, and it turns that green color. Now, like, the thing that I tried cracking the coating, getting them clear again, because if you guys ever notice, like, if you a keyboard, like musicians' keyboards, the keys will get all yellow, and you can treat those keys to like to get that hulking, getting that green, that degradation out of them. I tried it on cards. I couldn't get it. I couldn't make a difference. So I wish I did, man. I wish I did. I would have told you. So let me, yeah, dude, Robert Gibson was definitely legit. All those guys from back in that day were legit. Like freaking tough dudes, that's for sure. And then I'm going to jump into this one, you guys, and just pardon me one second. I just want to read a few questions, if that's cool with you guys. Steve said to me, did a method on one-piece TCG cards, only used a couple light sprays on each pad, did a couple treatments of the pad, and the card now is bumpy texture. Now, Steve, I hope, of course, you're practicing on base cards first, all right? So I want you to always do that because, as you notice, I don't have a ton of one-piece demonstrations here, so you got to kind of just pick up the Pokemon demonstrations and run with it. But the only way that I've ever messed up a TCG card is with too much moisture, Steve. And card spray doesn't show up under black light, so you might have some other things going on. So if you ever want to send me a picture, man, I'm happy to take a look at it. But I'm happy to take a look at it with you. If you have questions, man, I'll always answer your questions. So let's take a look at this one. Now, you guys, this one, if you're familiar with this card or if you're not, this is the 87 Fleer Michael Jordan, and I love this card, all right? So, yeah, you're welcome, Steve. Hit me up, dude. I'll help you out, buddy. I don't want you to be gun-shy or thinking you're doing something wrong. That's why I really like doing these shows, because I would have never known that, Steve, if you didn't tell me. So make sure you reach out to me, okay? So, you guys, I'm just going to throw this stuff away because I hate clutter, as you could guess from a guy that's always wanting to clean up dirty old cards. So I feel like I always do a reset between cards. I want to get a new mat. Want to make sure my area is cleaned up a bit, just kind of get back in the groove. Now, because the MJ, you guys, this one has the potential to be a high-scoring card and to be, rather valuable, not just to me, but, maybe someday to my kids or whatever, you know what I mean? So this is a cool one. I want to show you some stuff, all right? So let me show you this, all right? Now, this right here is just two things. I could only see two, so I know I got a bunch of eyes on here with me tonight. So if you guys see anything different, let me know. But, centering looks legit, doesn't it? Looks fantastic. Now, the surface of the card is great, but I can see, there's, a lot of these little... I think it's just a little dirty. Can you guys see that? I know I'm splitting hairs here, but I can see, a lot of noise. I'll just call it noise, if you guys can see the noise in there. And then... this is the part that is the main one. See that corner? But I think we got this. You guys, I think we got this. But I am going to hold the card also. I'm going to retain it throughout the evening. But I want to go after first. I just want to try to clean up this surface a little bit, if that's cool, you guys. And then we're going to focus our attention towards that back corner and we're going to hold it. I just want it to, I'm not even going to clip this card tonight. I'm just going to put it between a couple plates when we're done with it and let it rest, okay? So that's what we're going to do, you guys. And yeah, dude, I got Mentally the Third One. I hate that, man, but it's a great card. Well, being a Detroit Pistons fan my whole life and still to this day, even though it's tough, I grew up watching Michael Jordan. I'm 42, so it's like I grew up as a kid and teenager, and Michael. When did Michael retire? Like year 2000, 2001. I mean, I was an adult by then. But the thing was, yes, my guys were the bad boys. My guys were Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman, James Buddha Edwards, John Sally, Chuck Daly had the best haircut you've ever seen on a basketball coach in your life. But that was the guys that we grew up with. And being that I'm a Detroiter and my family was all auto workers and blue collar, we really resonated with the blue collar type teams, and that's where I'm from and that's my story. And I always love the Pistons. So what I want to do, you guys, is just do a quick card spray and card polish on the front. And then I want to work on that corner, and hopefully tomorrow when I show you guys the before and afters, we don't see any more dents on this card, all right? Yeah, Harrison asked, could I do a refractor, like a Topps Chrome card? Absolutely, man. Like tonight, staying with me, this is our last card for tonight. And then I'll answer a few questions and wrap up the show here in just a few minutes. But I have a lot of cool refractor stuff. Now even if you go to my new website and you click on the top there, Harrison, and click on modern era cards, it's gonna take you, oh, look at that. Holy shit, that was dirty. Sorry. I didn't expect that. This card looks very clean. Wow, I did not expect that. Did you guys expect that? That's wild. That's why I always say, you just always give every card a little love. Now I'm going to come in with my microfiber. Wow, that was unique. Yeah, I know. I know. It's past 11, or it's past 10. I can say shit, right? I mean, I don't swear too much, but sometimes I get surprised. I can still kind of see that noisy stuff in there, though, man. I don't know if it's just, I wonder if it's doable. But I am pleased as hell with that. That was dirty, man. So let's do the card polish on the front, then we'll fix that corner. And then we'll take all the stuff we learned tonight, and I want you guys to go run over and grab some of your cards and start working on them, all right? Yeah, shiitake. That's what I'll say. Shiitake mushrooms. So I know that kids watch the show, you guys. So to all my little people out there, don't say shit at school or to your parents. It's cool if you, with your buddies, though. Swearing with your buddies is fun when you're a little kid. But just don't let your parents hear you, okay? That's my advice. Oh, guys, sorry, I just jumped into it. Card polish, changing gears. I just want to get this front of this card looking great because I was so drawn into I love getting raw cards, and this one looked perfect, which it still almost does, and we'll get that corner hopefully fixed. Okay, we'll take a look at it all, guys, so appreciate your eyes. Let's take a look. These cards, too, you guys, if you've never worked on an 87 Fleer, easy card to clean, do this type of stuff, too. And their, edge and corner work is easier because it's paper, but they're super, super thin. So when you see how I'm cleaning towards the edge, I don't want to catch one of these corners or edges. You do, you're going to bend it real quick, real bad. And, it's just don't do that. So just find, a rhythm and work off the card. Let's see if that helped. Oh, I'm liking it better. Oh, I don't know why it's looks out of focus. Is it in focus? Getting that shine back. Maybe just got a little bit of those white spots in there. But I tell you what, that looks good. I like it. So I like the front. I don't need to keep on going on stuff that doesn't need to be, I don't need to touch stuff that doesn't need to be touched. It looks good. Front's fantastic. Centering's fantastic. Now, the only thing that I really want to work on here, guys, before we wrap it up, is I want to get this bend out of the corner. How are we going to do it? There's a variety of little ways we could do it, but I just want to keep it simple. And by keeping it simple is we're going to use one of these. And we're also going to use, I just want to try to get a light on it, you guys. I'm like dancing over here behind the camera, like trying to look at it. What I'm trying to do is so that one's good. That's the one. All right. What I really just want to do here, you guys, is first is just not do anything. Keep it simple. Let's just so I'm just using the card tool, no pressure. I'm just going this way and up. I'm going from the east coast to the west on that top. I'm going from the south to the north on that edge. Nope, not enough. It's still there. So I am going to do a little touch here. I already got enough on here. See this? It's a little baby bit of card spray. So let's try this. And we're just gonna, let me zoom in for you guys. We're just gonna do little moisture transfer like that. Let's see if I got enough on there. And I'm being very light with that. What I'm just doing right there, guys, I'm not soaking this corner at all. So with the detail Q-tip, I'm just gonna lightly brushing over it. Got a good view for you guys. I know it's a weird angle. I just saw a question when I looked up, you guys. Sorry, I was looking down for most of this. But I got a question about fuzzy edges. On modern cards, fuzzy edges, I'll clean them off with painter's tape. I actually got a couple videos on that, Louis. So if you were looking at modern era cards, painter's tape will usually work. If you got fuzzy edges on older cards like this, you can, if you had like a weird flyaway, maybe like a little tweezer or something like that, you just want to be careful with paper cards because you can pull the paint off of them if the flyaway is connected to paint. You know what I mean? So I hope that works. And thank you guys for everybody for joining tonight, man. I appreciate everybody taking the time to be here. Let me just, but I know you're here to see cool card stuff, so let's see if I got it. Check that out. Remember there used to be a dent there? So let's put it in the light so you guys know I'm not bullshitting you. We'll go from shadow to light. If there was a dent there, you'd see it. Got it. Freaking got it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So here's what I want. This card is dope, you guys. Like, that is freaking sick. This is one of the best centering examples I found. Look at that, boys and girls. Hell yes. All right. That's good. I like that. That makes me happy. I never get tired of that. So here's what I want to do. I want this to stay in that place. Now, we got instant gratification, right? It looks cool right now. And it's going to stay cool. But what we're going to do is we're not going to just let it sit and have a chance to move. We're going to put that right there. We're going to put this right there. And that's what we're going to do for the night. And I'll put that right there to remind me. So when I come home or when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'll be rushing down here to see what we did. All right, so don't go away yet. No, I'm glad you guys enjoy this stuff. I enjoy it too. It's cool as hell to be able to do this stuff with you guys. And let me cover, I was standing up tonight, you guys. That's another thing. I don't know if it's like, I try to share everything I do with you guys, but like I use a desk that goes up and down. I'm just a little bit more comfortable standing up and cleaning cards versus sitting down, but whatever's comfortable for you is the way to do it. All right, yo, what's up, you guys? How's it going? Thank you sincerely for being a part of the show tonight. You guys, I truly appreciate it. I'm just going to angle myself over here real quick if that's cool with you guys. And I just want to make sure that I answer everybody's questions. I really respect you guys for, taking the time to watch the show and be a part of it with me tonight. But I think I was able to stay on top of it. Hey, did you guys see my MJ sticker last night that I put up with the dent in it? Yes, of course. It wasn't harder. I just had to I had to put a little bit of card spray in that bottom dent. And it took longer. It wasn't harder, it just took longer, all right? Looks like I got some good questions, you guys. So I know it's like an awkward position here, me reading this way, but that's how I got to do it. Yo, Frankie, what's up, man? I'm single for you. Hey, Patrick, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I got plenty of love to give, so thank you, guys. I appreciate you saying, hey, Frank, hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, that's, yeah. So Louis asked me a question. He said, have you ever encountered an actual piece of hair in a card? It's got a Jackson Holiday Gold of 50 that looks like it has a small piece of hair. Yes. I think you guys have, I see a bunch of my buddies are on here. Remember the ones that we found before with Panini stickers, the autos with the hairs underneath the autograph sticker? That's gross. So yes, I've seen that. You got it, Frank. I'll tell the kids I said hi, man. My kids are all in sports now. I'm back in school. I'm sure I'll tell my parents out there. I'm sure you guys are adjusting to the new schedules too. And if you don't have any kids in school right now, just enjoy your magical, wonderful life. I say that sincerely. Let's see. Let me. I want to make sure I answer this question right. What about the frosting on the McGuire or on the M? I think you were saying the MG rookie sticker. The frosting. I'm not sure what you mean. Show me a picture. If you got crap on the back of the 86, 87, 88, 89 Fleer stickers, card polish, that'll get it off real quick. I used to use pantyhose, and you still can. Here's the only thing that I made a mistake one time with pantyhose. I pushed too hard and I got weird swirl marks in there. And ever since that, I said, hell with that. I'll just use the stuff I make. And that works great. So I use that to get all the wax off of. Just like we got the wax off that Bob Gibson tonight, that's the same way I get the wax off the back of those Fleers. Just don't scrub. Just use that. It's easy. You guys will be able to knock it out with that. Oh no. Wisconsin Cards hit me up, said, are you open to help me crack a PSA slab that I've butchered trying to crack? Send me a picture tomorrow. Don't do anything else. Don't fuck with it or mess with it tonight. Put it away and send me a picture tomorrow. I'm going to crash tonight, you guys. It's 11 Michigan time, so I'm going to crash tonight. But send me a picture, and there's a good chance I can give you some tips to get that thing out of there without causing any more damage. Connor, it's nice to hear from you too, dude. Good to see you. Hey, I got a question or a message here from Sean Goes Places Doing Things. Hey man, really like your page and your skills. What you just did with the Jordan, getting that corner, you make it look easy. Hey dude, thanks man. Appreciate you guys watching, So I know sometimes I'm the worst business, I'm not the best salesman. So let me tell you, so guys, everything I was doing tonight, that's the stuff I make. And I make these products, and I'm Kurt. So that's real creative with my company name, right? But my website is kurtzcardcare.com. And if you need anything, you can order stuff on there, guys. I ship every day. And I make all these videos to show you all the cool stuff that you can do. All right. So thank you for that. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for saying that. And tonight was cool, man. Tonight was a good one. I was looking forward to tonight. And I got a bunch of cool stuff lined up, you guys. So stay tuned. Let me tell you what's coming up. I got a Yu-Gi-Oh video I'm dropping tomorrow. Cool stuff. Really good progress on a Yu-Gi-Oh. I got the Beatles cards coming. So Joey G out in beautiful California, thanks for these. We're going to do some Beatles vintage cards coming up. And I got a whole bunch of cool, this. If you guys ever at a garage sale and you see a bunch of music cards or random stuff, think of me. I'll always be grateful for beat up cards. So thank you for that. Appreciate it, Joey. Thank you. And Then, okay, go to the website, you guys. I'm doing a kit giveaway. I want to congratulate Matt. So Matt from Punta Gorda, Florida, if you're watching, Matt, congratulations. You're our August winner, and I sent you an email. I know you wrote me back already. So thanks for that. And the September kit giveaway is on the website. But the way, remember, when you go to kurtzcardcare.com and you click on the giveaway tab, it's going to say enter your contact information, but then enter the phrase that plays. And you'll be like, what the hell is this? Remember, I'm doing this on purpose. I got it. I want you guys to click on the new TCG page, the new vintage page, and the new modern era page, because I want some extra eyes on the new website, and then you'll see it on there. So that's how I get you to work for me. Go dig through my new website, find the little phrase, and then put it in the giveaway, and I'll give away a card kit at the end of the month. So, running a small business, you guys, it's like I can look at something 50 times and I'll be like, oh, it's great. And then somebody looks at it one time and they're like, hey, you spelled this wrong, or this doesn't click, or something like that. So I think it's working well, but let me know if you guys see anything. And then let me see, did I miss anybody? Oh, thank you, Harrison. I appreciate you saying the nice words, man. Truly do. Yes. And, you guys, we did it. We did everything. I'm surprised we got all that done in an hour. So thank you guys for staying for the hour. But I owe you guys a follow-up. So like everything, I owe you a follow-up on everything. And I know that this thing still looks like got these creases and stuff. I'm going to work on this. But I could be losing my mind, or it could just be late at night. But I swear, just what we did to this really lightened it up. And then the front looks sweet. So if you guys, vintage collectors, you ever find a supers out there, because they're not very expensive, but if you find one that's all grody and beat up, you can at least have a fun project for a low price. And it's like, if you don't want to go out and buy a super expensive Mickey Mantle card or Willie Mays card or any of these, just buy one of the supers. They're fun and you can do a project. So it's like you get something cool and you get to do something cool, and you don't have to blow a bunch of money on it. Buying those super fancy expensive cards, man, you can't touch them. No fun for me. I like to buy ones that need a little TLC. Now, Nate, if you submitted without the answer, man, I'm gonna look over you. You got to put that answer. The phrase is a good one. You're gonna like it. You're gonna think of me. But I won't keep you guys all night. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. And wrapping up, like always, man, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. So take care of yourself and take care of somebody else. I'll see you next Wednesday night here at Wednesday Night Live. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care. And take care of yourself and take care of those cards. I'll talk to you next time. Later.